Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's look at Luartha. She was just released in Global. And then I am going to be playing the near music in the background from the JP collaboration. Hopefully it doesn't get too much cut up as I do the editing in the video. I was debating doing a review for Luartha at all because she's a very straightforward character. I felt like I could just, sum her up in like a blog post that I would put up sometimes. But I went back into her kit just to look at her a little bit more, and I guess there is a lot to say, so let's go and do a review. In the story so far, she's not too much of a main player. She's more just kind of like a hanger-on with Victora. But I don't trust Victora, so I don't know what's going to happen to Luartha. But yes, the day she was released, she just fell in my lap. It was some kind of free pull. And it's like, yeah, me and the oversexed onee-sans, I don't know what it is, but I leveled her up, and then in JP when she was released, she was the first character to have those guaranteed shards in the Whimsy shop. So she was the first character that I ever got to 99 within her original release date, so that was very cool. But she is a fire element, attack is good, HP is a little low, agility is pretty good. Luck is not very good. Yeah, you can take a look at those stats. And yeah, don't worry about my brave. I must have been dying a lot during some farming. But we'll look at a Trustmaster. I think this is the first and still only UR Trustmaster that is a weapon. But good attack, good accuracy, good critical, and then with a passive ability of stun. So yeah, that's nice on any gunner. Gunners for the most part like to do the status effects, so like Mustadio, Federica, so this can be nice. And then also there's just value in having a Trustmaster as a weapon, because sometimes you want to use like two craftable, like an armor and an accessory, or like two accessories, and then you don't have a slot left over for a weapon, but if you have the Trustmaster then you will be able to use it, so it's valuable for that as well. Okay, next let's look at status. And I have the self-sacrifice off her, so we can look at her attack resistances just as they are. But 20% slash. I like to say that 15 is a good base for a resistance build. But yeah, 20, that's got the extra 5%. And so I think she's very viable to put on a kind of a versus/hunting team. You could pair her with Super Stern, or Sasayaki, or Landu, or Gurasada, and then just go hunting for those slash attackers in the arena. And that might be important for her because she doesn't have a lot of options for defenses at all. But looking at her jobs, she has double gunner, and then soldier. And so in a nutshell, she kind of has the range of Federica, but then the damage of Lucia, but then even more damage than Lucia because of the soldier subjob. And then as for who I recommend her to, I've said this before, but anybody that does not have Lucia leveled, because you really want that 4-hit attack from double gunner for missions, or people that want to one-punch Agrius, because she can do that. I was pretty shocked when I saw that, but yeah, that is possible for her. Okay, let's go into the ability board. Alright, let's look at double gunner, main job first. We got split shot, and then double gunner, kind of the biggest difference between double gunner and regular gunner is that the gunner has more range, while the double gunner has more sort of kind of medium to short range AoE attacks. And then this is what this is here, split shot. And this is really useful. It looks like a funky sort of like places where she hits, but it comes in handy a lot. She can shoot around teammates. She can hit characters kind of in sort of surprising ranges from her. So this is really good attack, pretty good damage as well. And then here is a quick draw. I know it's a different name, but this is just her kind of her bread and butter attack. I use this a lot, doesn't cost very much. Here's a TP skill. This will raise the projectile attack for people around her, and then give herself the projectile piercing. So that will make her very current. And here is the 4-hit shot, great for missions. I'll be taking a double gunner into every Esper, 3-star Esper fight for this attack. And then a double shot. This will often be her most damaging attack. We can see the big there. But yeah, those are the main job skills. And then a sub-job, we have a self-buff, raise, evade, and defense. That's nice for her. And then a stun shot. This is more useful than I was expecting, but TP skill, you use it against enemies, and then it has a chance to stun. So this can be nice if you still want to like contribute to the fight somehow, but you don't have any AP points. And then we have the horizon shot. This is also really useful. It's especially surprising when you hit two guys that are like 5 panels away. But yeah, this is another medium range AoE attack and good damage. Okay, next let's look at the gunner sub-job. We have leg aim. This might do immobilize. Blackout. This might do blind. TP skill. This will raise the projectile attack and then increase range +1. And range is going to be, I think, the best defense for Luartha, just to stay away from people as much as possible, because she kind of doesn't really have anything else. Okay, another AoE buff. This will raise the chance of a critical hit. That's nice. Sidewinder only goes in a straight line, but pierces and then has Beast Slayer. And then we have arm aim. That will give Don't Act. That's one of the best skills in the game, and then big damage, so this is good. Kind of expensive at 22 AP, however. And then when I use Luartha, I usually do Gunner, just to increase her range, that she can stay away from people, especially in PvP. But if I really, really want this Horizon shot, then I'll use the Double Gunner sub-job. Alright, then finally we have Soldier, which is the one that I use the least, but which I like. We have all the usual stuff: Hazard Form, that self-buff, Aspil Force to drain TP, Drain Force to drain HP, Hazard Spin, this is a short-range AoE for slash attacks, Hard Slash, again for slash attacks, and then Paralyze Edge, a little bit of range, again for slash attacks. So in a pinch, you could use her to make fire/chains, and that actually might be helpful next month. We got UR Mont coming pretty soon to JP, so there might be some high difficulty content where you need fire/attackers. I could possibly use Luartha in there. But if you know me, you know the most interesting thing to me is Drain Force. And then Luartha, she's still the only fire character in the game, even in JP, that has Drain Force. So she is a natural fit to go after ice characters. And then, yeah, there are lots of nice ice characters. But the thing is that this doesn't have great synergy with the rest of Luartha's kit, because Luartha needs to kind of stay out of range in order to stay safe. But Drain Force, you have to get in close in order to use that. Not a lot of range there. But I guess this is a good time to talk about her master ability. But she gets attack up 10% and then Ice Slayer 15%. There are not a lot of things that increase the damage from Drain Force, but one of them is Elemental Slayers. So this automatically makes Luartha a better Drain Forcer than pretty much everybody else. But again, you have to think about her fragility. Okay, so let's look at all of the jobs and abilities. We'll look at support skills. First is a tune-up from the Double Gunner. This will give agility up and then defense penetration up. I think you want this on her almost all of the time. Unless you know that you're going against guys without any defense, then the defense penetration is not going to do very much for you. Otherwise, we have Self-Sacrifice. That will greatly raise her attack, but lower her resistances by 8% at max. And then let's equip that. Let's look at how much of a boost that gives her. 169, okay. But she also has the projectile attack up, so you could still boost her attack, but then not have to deal with the lower attack resistances. And then here's something from Gunner. This will raise range +2, lower evade. We don't really care about evade for her, so the range +2, that's pretty great. I use this kind of often. Okay, then reaction abilities. So before she is attacked from range, she will attack. In very rare instances, this can take down the guy, so you could save yourself some damage there. Here is Counter Shot. I don't love this because sometimes you'll hit your own teammates, like if somebody hits you with an arrow or a spell or something. So yeah, I usually don't use that. And then counter slash, this of course is a counter attack, but we'll do the slash. So if you need that, I don't know why, but yeah, you could do that. I think most of the time I have the predictive fire or whatever this is called. Okay, and then limit break. This will go out in a straight line. This is an AoE attack. We'll hit 2 times, so this would be nice for chains, and then we'll lower agility for 3 turns. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about Luartha. Pretty straightforward character. You just want to kind of keep her back, take guys out from distance. She's got the defense penetration and then the Ice Slayer, so should be pretty obvious who she is good against. Okay, I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.